I was 18 years old, standing in an airport, and the woman who raised me was staying behind. There is no form for that. No checklist, no section that says, how do you leave the person who feels like home to you? It took me 15 years to become a Canadian citizen. And if I'm being honest, it didn't have to take that long. Not because the system is easy, it isn't. But because I spent a lot of those years without a real plan, without anyone who had walked this road and could say, here, this is what actually matters. This is what you can stop worrying about, and this is what you need to do right now. This video is that conversation, the one I wish someone had with me. So if you're in Barbados, or in Jamaica, or Trinidad, or Nigeria, or wherever is home to you, and you're planning a move that has not happened yet, stay with me. I arrived and got straight to work. I had a skill. I had been braiding for years, so I used it immediately. And on the surface, that looks like a win. But here's what I didn't understand at the time. Having a skill and having a plan are two different things. I also came to a place where I was learning a new family dynamic at the same time as I was learning a new country. Building a relationship with my mom while also figuring out how to exist in a completely new environment. That takes more out of you than anyone tells you. You're not just adjusting to a new place. You're adjusting to a new version of yourself. Nobody tells you how much bandwidth that actually takes. Before I left Barbados, I had 9 CSE. I was heading somewhere. And then I got here and went straight into the workforce. I'm not calling it a regret. Every decision led me somewhere. But I'll tell you what I know now. Going further with my education when I arrived would have shaved years off a path I ended up taking the long way around. Comfortable is the most dangerous place to be when you're young and capable. Because it doesn't feel like settling, it feels like stability. Eventually, I got fed up. I worked towards something different and I got it. I work from home now. I'm present for my daughter every single day, and I have a financial ease that I never had before. And I want to be clear about something, because I think this part matters. I prayed for this specifically. I used to sit in that old job and picture exactly this. The long way around still gets you there. And sometimes it builds you better for where you're going. I wrote out the exact 8 things I wish someone handed me when I landed. I linked it below. I'll send it to you. 1. Do not let comfort become your ceiling. The first job that pays you is your starting point, not your destination. Treat it like one. Keep one eye on what you're building toward while you're there. 2. Your skill needs infrastructure. I had braiding from day one. Something valuable in my hands the moment I arrived. But a skill without a business structure makes you self-employed and exhausted. Learn the difference between having a skill and building a business early. 3. Build your credit from day one. Not eventually, day one. Nobody told me this when I arrived. Credit in Canada starts from 0 regardless of who you were back home. The earlier you build it intentionally, the more it works for you when you actually need it. 4. The grief of leaving is real. Give it somewhere to go. Find your people. Call home more than you think you need to. Don't let the business of surviving in a new place convince you that you don't need to process what you left behind. That comes out eventually. Better to give it space now. 5. The long way around still gets you there. 15 years. A lot of it spent figuring it out without a map. And I'm still here. Still building. The timeline not being what you plan does not mean the story is wrong. It just means you're still writing it. I made this video for the girl who is exactly where I was, standing at the edge of something big, excited and terrified in equal measure, leaving people she loves and heading towards something she can't fully picture yet. I want her to know the move is worth it. The hard parts don't mean you're doing it wrong. They mean you're doing it. I did it the hard way. You don't have to. If this found you at the right time, you'll know. And if you're trying to figure out the financial side of making this move, that's the next video.